Hey guys, this is Tony with Inner Geek Designs. Today I'm back with another video. Today I want to talk about how to pick your first drawing tablet. If you've ever been around designers or creative people or people that like digital art, a drawing tablet is a very popular tool. Today in 2026 we have so many more options available than even just 10 years ago or 15 years ago of what's available out there for good price points, what's available for you to actually use, and even just having an actual tablet now is an option. A dedicated Android or iPad is an option now as a dedicated drawing tablet, and you don't have to have something hardwired to a computer. But people like me and people like other people still enjoy those as a way of just using it as a tool. If you learn this, if you like something, like and subscribe, and let's just hop into it. So as we go through some options and I give you some rough points of what to look for in a drawing tablet, I'm going to have some affiliate links down below to some options that I would recommend, I would personally use. The one I use is currently not available anymore just because it's so old, but these are one of these things that you buy once and you kind of invest in it for 5 to 10 years. They last forever, they barely break, and you just care of it and you make sure it keeps going. So there are a couple things when you're looking for a drawing tablet to keep in mind. You have to look at your budget. You have to look at, do you want a display tablet, or do you want a pen tablet, or do you need a dedicated device itself? These 4 things are really going to decide what you need and what you want. There are some other things also, like what does the stylus look like? Does the stylus feel good in your hand? Is it comfortable? And that's something hard to pinpoint because these styluses all feel a little bit different. The good thing is a lot of these companies now offer additional styluses for you to buy separately. So if you don't like that one, there's maybe one that you might like. I used to use a airbrush one from Wacom back in the day, just because I prefer that feeling of that weight in my hand, because that's what I was used to when I did airbrushing. Let's talk about budget first. Really, it's going to range where you are in your life, what you're looking for. The cheapest version you'll always get is a pen tablet. This is a tablet that has no screen on it. You have to look at your screen while you're drawing on it. It's what I learned on. It's what a lot of people learned on. I still could use one of these today and be fine. The good thing about this technology is a lot of it has gotten cheaper over the time. And now there's even wireless versions at a pretty decent budget. Once you start getting into pen displays, you're starting into a couple $100s. I always tell people, look at it as an investment. Look at it as a way of testing, like, is this what I need? Is this what I want? Don't just buy it just because you think you need it. Understand if this is actually going to fit your workflow. I still know people to this day, they have not got a pen display tablet. They still just use a pen tablet. And it's what they want to use. It's what they want to learn. It's what they have learned. It's how their workflow fits. Let's talk about display tablets, ones that have screens built into them. These can range from price depending on what size you get and depending what other features they have. I have a Huion over there that's a Canvas 13, I think. I forget what it is at this point. I've had it for years, but I love it. It's got enough features I want. It's got some buttons on the side. It's got a slider. The pen feels great. The pen has not stopped working for me, and it comes with a good stand. It has some extra nibs with it, more than what Wacom usually gives. I don't know what Wacom currently gives, but it used to be in the day that they would only give you about 2 to 3 nibs. I have a whole case full of nibs in here. So it comes down to what real size do you need? What size do you feel comfortable using? Also, what size do you have available at your workstation? Think about that too. I use a 13 just because I can shove it aside. It's a little bit small for me, but it's not awful. I could use bigger, but I don't really have the space for bigger, so I just kept using it. Maybe one day I'll have a dedicated one and have an arm and everything. But we're not there right now. There's some brands you can look at. My top 3 are always Huion, XP Pen, and Wacom. The price point between these are drastically different. Huion XP are the cheapest. Huion or Wacom is your Cadillac of drawing tablets. Hands down, there's no one better. They're so good that the technology that they use is in Samsung tablets and Android tablets. It's just that good of a technology that it just has become a standard. Their pen technology is great. It feels great to use. But Huion and XP Pen have caught up drastically. There used to be some weird crap going on with the tailing and everything, but that seems to be ironed out. It feels great. It works great. Let's talk about pen tablets. These are just your bare bone, no screen, looking at your screen as you're drawing. The features of these aren't that drastic. It's just how many buttons do you have? How many hotkeys can I have on this? Or how big is it? I know people that love these usually get a bigger one, and that's most people use it as their go-to mouse. So you're always in that using as a pen. And that's cool. I've done that before too, and I honestly say that's the best way to get into any kind of tablet as a computer. Get one as a pen tablet, use it as your mouse for at least a year, and get used to that feeling. It'll help even when you go to a display tablet. It helps you just bridge that gap a little bit better. But I don't have a issue with either of them. It's kind of a personal preference of which one do you like, or what is your budget, or are you just a student and you just need something just to get a little bit more finesse out of. I always recommended a pen tablet to start out with. But now there's a new option that has come 5 or so years. I can't remember how long we've had this ability, but it's been a minute. And that's a dedicated device. We've had iPads, we've had Samsung's made them, but even now Wacom and Huion are starting to make their own dedicated devices that you can have that have Android on them that are running these technologies that you can use these pens. This has created a whole new group of people that this is their go-to device. This is their workflow. And I think that's great. Like, people have found that, like, I just have one device and that works for me, and my computer's maybe a secondary device, or maybe I'm using it for finishing, or maybe I'm using it for other stuff in my workflow. And I think that's great. It kind of comes down to, I look at it this way, is, do I feel comfortable sitting at a desk all the time? Yes. Let's look at a drawing tablet. Do I want a little bit more freedom in my life? And do I want to be able to bounce around, and do I need to have different environments to look at? Looks like at a dedicated tablet. I sit in the middle. My tablet is a companion device for me. My computer's my main device. My tablet's a companion device. If I need to do something elsewhere, if I need to get out of these 4 walls, I will use that instead of my computer. And I don't think either option is wrong anymore. I don't think drawing on a tablet used to be crap. I will not lie. It's gotten better, especially with the Apple Pencil, especially with Wacom being integrated in Samsung's. It's just gotten better to the point where you can do it. And the apps have also gotten better. There are so many good apps available now in both ecosystems that I think it's great. I use Clip Studio because I can use Clip Studio on Android. I can use it on my computer, and it works the same across the board. But I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out of this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.